Story time. So Amari, I'm gonna jump straight into it for you. Um, this can be for also, people of my community, people that I grew up with, people of my neighborhood, uh, just basically everybody from my past. I had to go silent. I had to go quiet. Okay, I'm one of the last of the Mohegans. I made it out. A lot of people didn't make it out. A lot of people are incarcerated and in the ground. Okay? So this is me speaking up now, speaking out now. You're about to be 14 in 2 days. Bro, do you know how long I've been quiet? I had to save my life. I had to preserve myself and keep my freedom to be here for you. And not only you, but now you got 2 little brothers. So I got to make sure I'm here for them too. You understand? It was a bunch of nobody ass people out here trying to say this and say that. Bro, anything they had to say to me meant absolutely nothing. I don't care about these people out here. All of these people are nobodies, bro. I want you to always remember that. These people are nobodies. They don't care about you. They will never have your best interests at heart. Always understand that. If it took me being with you over sitting with nobody ass motherfuckers who's telling a bunch of lies and war stories in jail, you best believe I was going to choose you, my boy. You best believe I chose my son. Excuse me. Over nobody ass people. Nobody ass ninjas. Trust me. One thing I'm not going to do is care about another individual who doesn't care about me. And the guys that I was with, I was running with a bad group. I was running with a bad group of guys. You understand? Like, we were in the street selling drugs. We were destroying our own communities, our own neighborhoods. I have people that are talking shit about me behind my back because they picked up the smear campaign instead of coming to ask me what happened. These dumb ass people don't even understand. Bro, we were destroying our community. We were selling guns and drugs to people of our community. Do you understand that? Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand the validity of that? Selling crack to somebody in my neighborhood. I was selling crack to 13-year-olds. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand how detrimental that was to a lot of people's upbringing, to my upbringing, to the upbringing of a lot of people in their neighborhoods? Do y'all understand that making guns circulate the neighborhood or unaliving little boys and little girls here and there every single day? Do you understand how dumb that is? The black community has picked up this no snitching code. Bro, that shit came from the Italians, number one. Okay? Number two, in our community, if you see somebody doing something wrong, you're supposed to speak up. Okay? Number three, I ain't snitch on nobody, bro. Okay? I got the story straight. Motherfuckers told on me. You know, that's the sad part. Motherfuckers told on me. I'm sitting down. I got arrested. Okay? I already knew what was going on in the town. I was locked up. I was incarcerated. I was doing a 90-day probation violation because I had got violated from your mom. Your mom got me violated. I'll get into that story another time over some childish bullshit because she's childish. She's immature. She's still immature. You can see now. As you're getting older, you can see the difference between both parents. You're with her and you know me and you're getting to know me more and more every single time we speak. I give you stories. I talk to you about things. I try to intrigue you and to open up your mind so you can learn, so you can grow. As I was saying, I never snitched on nobody. I was locked up doing a probation violation. I was listening and hearing everything that was going on in the town. Everything that was going on in the town. I heard about the federal sweeps. I heard about everything. So I already knew when I came home, I was going to get grabbed. I already knew that. But when I came home, guess what? While I was locked up, all of them dudes that I was running with Not one of them answered the phone. Not one of them put any money on my commissary. You know who put money on my commissary? Your grandma. Your grandma held me down. You know why she held me down? Because of all of my money that I had with those dudes, where I had my money stashed at. They took my bread and they went on the run. Everybody went on the run. Everything that I had, I just went clothes shopping, all of that before I got, locked up, before I had to do the violation. Everything that I owned was gone, bro. Everything was taken. Not one person came to put $1 on my books when I was incarcerated. You know how much money I passed through those people's hands? And then they tried to turn around and do a smear campaign because they wanted me to go sit up in jail with them because they know that I didn't have anything to do with what was going on with that case. On the indictment, bro, I'll get into all of the paperwork and everything coming up soon. On the indictment, I was grabbed for 10 dimes, bro. 10 dimes? Like, I already went and established a whole nother block in a whole nother neighborhood where me and your mom was renting a room at back in the day in 2008, before the feds came in 2009. Okay? You can ask her. She'll confirm it. She'll vouch for it. But then again, your mother's a liar. So I prefer you not to ask her about or for anything. She's a liar. All she does is lie. Anyways, let me continue to just keep going, bro. I want you to understand who your dad is, okay? So this picture right here is how I used to look. This is me at a very, or should I say, a much younger age. At a much younger age, your dad, bro, I was running the streets, bro. Okay? I was running the streets. I grew up fast. I grew up quick. Like, for example, I was kicked out of the house at the age of 17 by your grandfather. For what? I don't know why. Something wasn't right in that dude's head. He kicked me out of the house at the age of 17. When I tell you by the age of 17 and a half, I grew up. Because I was in a whole different state, around a whole different type of people, doing a whole bunch of different stuff. Bro, I used to have braids. I used to have really long hair. Really long hair. This is my sister's graduation. This is your aunt's graduation. That person with his arm around her, that's my brother Kevin. That's your uncle Kevin, okay? Your uncle Kevin, I haven't spoke to him in a while because of this whole smear campaign shit. And, he's a secret squirrel. The way that he's been living his life, he's always been a secret squirrel. There was a cartoon that we always used to call him Secret Squirrel and Baraka the Mole. We used to watch it from Cartoon Network when we was growing up as kids. But let me tell you something about your Uncle Kevin. Your Uncle Kevin, his name was Cheeseburger when I was growing up. You know why? Because back in the days, we used to have a saying called, I eat those. I eat those. Why? Because we used to fight back in the days. It was never all of this unaliving like you got boom, 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 boom everywhere, every single day. You know why? Because all these kids are emotional. They scared to put their hands up. And then they realize, oh my God, I should have fought. Now you're sitting in the box for the rest of your life, dummy. So your Uncle Kevin, I watched him, bro. He got jumped by 7 dudes one day, right? And let me tell you, the inspiration that fueled me was watching my brother get jumped, and he was tossing. When I tell you your uncle was tossing these people, he was tossing them into cars. He was tossing them into the street. He was throwing them into a wall, and I'm standing there. I'm just watching my brother, literally watch my brother manhandle 7 people on his own. When I tell you the fuel that gave me, on top of the recognition that it gave me because of the recognition that he got, that's my brother. Any issues, any problems, any whatever, I'm calling my brother Kevin. I got an issue with any of these older dudes or whatever, I'm calling my brother Kevin. Now, you see the dude standing next to him? That's your Uncle Dion. You know Dion. Dion was really like a Sherm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was like a herb growing up. He had his little school friends, but he was more like a nerd. You know what I'm saying? He's not the type. He's the cool, the cool guy, the sarcastic guy who makes all the dry jokes and shit all the time. You know what I mean? That's why I'm not gonna say that's why, but you see that him and I, we don't really have that vibing relationship. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you what it is. That dude has always had an issue or a jealousy problem with me per se. I'll get into another story about that because I'm going to start exposing and I'm going to start coming for everybody. This is story time. So during story time, we tell stories, okay? So what happened, growing up between my sister and my brother Dion, I was the one who was taking care of us when we went to school. When we went to schools, you see that school? When we went to school, I was the school protector of my brother and my sister. I ran the school, basically. I was the school bully. I was a class clown, and I was a school bully. And this is why I'm telling you, I see the path that you're going down. You're going down the path that I went down. I already went down this path, bro. I already grew up doing all of the stuff that you're doing now. Bro, I used to surf on the desk, spit balls at my teacher. Bro, I'll get into all those stories. I don't want to get too sidetracked. I just need you to understand who your dad is, right? So now as we move on to the next picture, this is me, bro. This is me when I was running the streets, bro. This is how I used to look, bro. This is how I used to run around, moving around, fresh, fly, like money all the time. I had to learn to give my brain a bath. I had to cleanse myself because that street mentality was only going to get me either left in the street or incarcerated. Because one thing about me is I always kept something on me. It was either on my waist or it was another one in my back pocket. I always had two on me. You get what I'm saying? So this is why everybody who felt like they want to talk shit about me, everybody already know. All you ninjas know what it is with me, bro. You know you can't run up on me. You know you can't come up on me. You know you ain't with that. You ain't about that. You know I'm about that. But I had to leave that shit alone because I had a son. I had a child. And I know what it is for me to be a very important figure for my son that nobody else is going to be. Not even your own mother can raise you to be a man. You understand? Take a real good look at me, bro. Take a real good look at how your father used to look. This is how I used to look, bro, on a regular. This was my fit. You feel me? And it was on my hip because it was a part of my fit. Every single day, everywhere that I went, everywhere that I go, it was with me. And I'm not going to sit here and try to be, this cocky or whatever, bro. I'm just putting you on. This is why I take you to the range and do all of these things with you that my father never did with me. So you don't have to be in the street. So you don't have to be growing up or want to be growing up around these kids that's out here doing this dumb shit, bro. This is why I do everything that I can with you how I'm supposed to. You know why? Because I had a son. I had a son. It's very important for me to express to you that you are very important to me. You're my son, and I love you. And no matter how much your mother tells you the bullshit that she tells you, she's a liar, and she don't really love you. Because a person who really loves their child allows their child to get the full best of life, the best of life. And she hasn't given you that. She's giving you materialistic bullshit that can't suffice for a father. Nothing materialistic cannot replace me. It will never replace me. It can't. So continue to watch. I see you watching my videos, little bro. I see you watching my videos. As I said, these videos aren't for anybody else. They're strictly for you. If other people want to tune in and listen, they can listen. But I'm doing these videos strictly for you. I want you to know who your dad is and who your dad was.